I'll clean up the entry. So okay, actually, we're here. Okay, see I have good connection here. My goal is to maintain as many points of connection as possible. Especially when we're playing guard, we want to maintain like at least 2 to 3 points of connection, right? So from here I have my hand here, this leg is actually making a point of connection here, okay? My knee is connected to my opponent's knee, okay? Now, from here what I want to do is I take this foot to the hip, and look how I make my transition there. So I'm holding that calf, and now my elbow goes inside my knee. So now I'm nice and tight. We're here, and I force my opponent's turn. From here, once I force my opponent's turn now, I bring this high. Okay, this detail I feel can help with getting this right here. This is what I want here. So now if my opponent tries to run away from me here, I'm stickier. Now from here, this foot will weave over. And now my goal is just to turn all the way to my hip and get my opponent to their side. Now, get to my side, get my opponent turned turtle to their knees turned away, backside position. Now from here, I went over my foot hooking that far hip there, right? From here now, we start from here, and I pass this foot, okay? For finishing from here, I can cross my feet, bottom over top, and I'm interlocking right at my ankles. From here, what I want to do is back heel into the hip from here. When I finish here, I lock up with my wristwatch on the heel. I'm pulling those toes back. My goal is to really pull the big toe back. So I gotta make sure my elbow's not flared. The big toe is what I'm really concentrating on, even more so than the heel. You see how I'm flattening the foot there? I have to pull that big toe back, so I really concentrate like I'm bringing my elbow behind me. Now from here I have a good bite, looking over my bottom shoulder, and I'm bridging with my feet crossed. The second finish is gonna come from here. I start to gain elbow position, my opponent back steps with this leg. From here I keep my foot in the front of the stomach, getting my knee to the floor. I can either catch once I get here, and then from here I just throw my foot right over and control the far hip there by stomping on that far hip, or I can have the heel bite in transition. So we're here, the second I feel them back step over from here, I have that bite on the heel in transition, keeping my knee open here, nice and flared, so that when we roll through from here, now I'm here. Now from here I'm really concentrating on my knees, closing, hips forward. What I want everybody to see is that, look at my finishing position once we're here, is that my foot stays in the stomach here, right? This is maintaining distance. My weight is on the side of my arm, not on my elbow here, not on the front of my shoulder here. My weight is on the side of my arm here, so that I'm really clamping down on the foot, creating a flat foot. From here, this foot is pushing into the far hip. I'm closing this knee as I bridge my hips through from here. I take my hips off the floor, all my weight's in my hip and my arm. So now from here, we have a good, strong control here, and the bridge and the finish comes from bridging directly through the knee there. Okay, so it's very important we bridge directly through the knee at that point. Okay? So, watch again, I'm going to run through the whole thing one more time. I want us working these two finishing positions. Now, the reason why I'm leaving the foot in the stomach the second they go to high step, back step over, is because we're trying to avoid ending up in a true 50-50 position here, where we're both locked up, okay? So, and we'll look at what we'll do when we do end up where our opponent back steps over and we end up fully locked up, feet crossed. We'll look at our options from there as well, okay? So we're here and here. I have my transition here from K-guard. We're here, and I make sure, you see how my foot to the hip, here, I get nice and deep, pull them down, bring that shoulder, so I shrug my shoulders, so that now from here, I can start working this grip as my opponent tries to pull away and run away from there. I'm nice and sticky. My goal here, get my opponent's knee to the floor. What I need to focus on, don't leave this foot retracted. I extend my leg right here, pass this foot across to the top side. Now I'm in a good spot here. Now I catch here. From here for my finish, I cross bottom over top, back heeling, looking over my shoulder, bridging through the knee. If I feel my opponent going to back step, see how I follow with the grip, foot stays here. What I don't want to do is I don't want to stay up on this elbow. From here, I want to put all my weight on the side. This foot comes across, bridging my hips through, all my weight's in the foot, all my weight's in All my weight's in his foot, all my weight's in my foot over here. From here now, my hips bridge directly through the knee, making sure that I'm maintaining the knee line as much as possible. Okay? So let's add in these two finishes, and then we'll keep working from here, all right? 1, 2, 3.